This is Tuesday's top tip, and I'm going to talk about something that can dramatically improve your client's results, reduce complaints, increase retention, and make your business easier to run. That sounds like that is something that's impossible, but I'm going to show you how we can do that today. And we're going to actually be talking about something I call deliverables, what they are, why they matter, and how the top credit professionals, loan officers, real estate agents, financial coaches use them to create the premium experience for their clients. This is simple, powerful, and something you can implement immediately. So everything that I'm going to teach you right now on this Tuesday top tip, you can take and put it in your business immediately. So that's what I like to do when I bring these tips, is something you could just take home right now. So excited to show this to you. The reason I brought this into the world today, and I thought it would be a good Tuesday top tip, is that most pros, we have what we call invisible work, or what I call invisible work. And so what that means is we're not showing our work and making it visible to the client. Okay. So the biggest mistake I think that credit professionals make is that their work is invisible to the client. And you know you're doing a ton of work behind the scenes. I know you're doing a ton of work behind the scenes. I'm with you. I've been there. But the client cannot see what you're doing. And when they can't see what you're doing, then they're more likely to think you're doing nothing. And this is why people cancel. This is why they lose trust. This is why they get frustrated and quit too early. They're not actually upset with you. They're upset at the lack of clarity, right? And so it can cause confusion. It can cause, this feeling of not being able to trust you. They're not sure that you're doing anything. So we want to solve for that, because we don't want any of our clients to feel like they're not being served by us when they're paying us to do the service. And we can do that by making sure that our work is visible to them and not this invisible work that we tend to do. And I know we do a lot behind the scenes. So I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the power of deliverables here. And deliverables are really just simply something that the client gets and receives from you, something that shows what you did or what you're doing, what they need to do next. And so some of the examples of some great deliverables is a written action plan for your consumer, the next step checklist, a monthly progress update, a roadmap to their goal, home buying, funding, rebuilding their credit, a savings plan, a credit snapshot, a written breakdown of their priorities, and a timeline of what they'll tackle first. So these are great deliverables. But here's what happens when you send deliverables consistently to your clients. Clients trust you. Clients feel supported. Those of you who are with me who already have these deliverables that you're giving, a lot of you that may be watching that are using Low Score and you're doing this already, it's building trust with your clients. Clients feel supported. Clients feel understood. Clients feel understood, but clients understand the process that you're going through. Complaints go down, chargebacks go down, refunds go down, retention goes up, referrals increase, all because of the power of deliverables. And you can do all of this without additional work and have all these benefits that deliverables give you as a professional, which I think is amazing. So to be really clear, I want to be really clear on what is not a deliverable. Okay, so what is not a deliverable? A phone call, a verbal explanation, a message, we're working on it, a single dispute letter, or really even dispute letters, because that's an invisible work. A text message update telling them, just trust the process. Just trust the process. We know what we're doing behind scenes, so all of this seems like this should be enough for them because we're the professional and we know what we're doing. But it's not, guys. This could be a part of your process, as it should be, but it is not the only thing. And we need to show that visible work, because this doesn't show them anything, right? These things don't show them anything. It's really important to show them. It's different to verbally tell them what you're doing and what's happening and improving on their credit. It's very different when you can actually show them what you're doing, right? So like a physical piece of paper they can look at, or a physical screen of the improvements they can look at, are much more powerful than your verbal explanation. Okay, so there are 3 deliverables every pro, in my opinion, should use in 2026. If you're not, go ahead and use it now. We're the last month of 2025. Get a hang of it. Know what you're doing. You're going to see the benefits, and then you're going to roll into 2026 being like, holy crap, I wish I had done this all along, because it's so simple and it brings so much value for your consumers. But there are 3 deliverables that every credit pro should be using, financial advisor, credit coach, 2026. And here are the ones that I recommend. Number one, a clear action plan. What needs to be fixed? What's hurting them? What to do next? What to do first? What success looks like? What next steps you will take? What steps they need to take, right? A clear action plan that lets them know what is to be expected is super important. This is my favorite deliverable for a client. They love it. Their referral sources love it. Everybody knows the plan and it's very clear. This puts the whole journey in writing, right? So they could see it right from the beginning. This one deliverable alone eliminates 70% of client confusion. Just this one. But think of it this way, not only your client's confusion, but if you are a credit professional that is getting referrals from, let's say, loan officers or real estate agents, they also get confused about your process. They also lack trust when things are invisible. So when they can see that there's a clear plan, it also helps alleviate their confusion, builds additional trust in you. And they know, quite frankly, they're going to see on the plan that a lot of what needs to happen is the client's responsibility. So again, putting the weight back on the clients. Like, and I say this often, I hope you guys don't get sick of it, but if you think of a personal trainer, you come to me for personal training to lose 10 pounds, I'm going to lay out a detailed plan with you for you. I'm going to ask you a bunch of questions. I'm going to understand your lifestyle. I'm going to take measurements. I'm going to ask you about how you're eating, all of these things, take a bunch of measurements and weights and stuff like that. And then I'm going to create a customized plan for you. It's going to say, here's what you're going to do. Here's what you're going to eat. Here's the workouts you're going to do. Here's how many days a week you're going to do it, blah, 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 blah. Here's your rest, da, 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 right? I'm going to lay that out for you. And then I'm going to be your accountability partner and your support person, but I simply am not doing the work for you, right? And if we're being honest, most of the work that needs to be done on a credit profile is done by the client. But what they need from us is how. They need to know the journey. Like, how do I get from where I'm at to where I want to be the quickest, easiest, fastest way possible without the bumps and bruises, because that's what they're actually paying us for. And this action plan helps to create that, hey, here it is. I'm laying it out for you. Here's our journey. So this one, again, I'll state again, this one deliverable alone eliminates 70% of client confusion. And we can add on referral source confusion as well. Deliverable number 2 is a monthly progress update. What improved? What didn't? What changed? What's coming next? What we're focusing on this month. This is really important. Clients love this because it makes the progress visible. Again, deliverables are about having a tangible thing that they have in front of them that make the progress visible for them. But now they're seeing the progress visible for them as well, versus you telling them what's happening. They're actually seeing it on paper. And they can see if they do something that maybe negatively impacts their credit, this monthly progress will show if you're using LevelUp score. It'll show what they did that negatively impacted their credit. So in the process, they're also getting knowledge about how to manage their credit. Everybody says they want that, but when it comes down to the rubber meets the mat, they don't want to be educated on credit. They want to be educated on credit based on what they want and on their credit report, right? And so this does that for them, right? So this is a very important deliverable. And then the last deliverable number 3, is a roadmap to their dream outcome. Remember our job, and I hope you guys agree with me on this, but our job is to help a client get from where they're at to where they want to go. The easiest, fastest possible way to get there without all the bumps and bruises. So we should be, saying, hey, I know how to get there and I know how to streamline this process. And you should have a professional plan already laid out that works, right? So that's important because that's what they're paying you for. So this roadmap to the dream outcome, it could be the roadmap to mortgage approval, the roadmap to just simple funding approval for a home, for a fresh start, right? All of those things. So you want to have a roadmap. Again, all of these 3 deliverables are all inside of LevelUp Score, which is beautiful because now, like I said before, you can have these massively valuable deliverables for your consumer that give you all of those benefits I talked about before. And I'll just scroll back up because I think they're important. Clients trust you. Clients feel supported. Clients understand the process, which is so important. Complaints go down. Chargebacks go down, refunds go down, retention goes up, referrals increase, right? And you can do all of that, get all of those benefits, create these deliverables to the consumer and you don't have any extra work, that's a pretty win-win situation for both you and the client. And let's not forget the referral source. So the roadmap to their dream outcome is certainly a really important deliverable. So I believe that these 3 deliverables, every credit and financial pro should use in the new year 2026. And we got a month away from that. We're in 2025. So this is the time to jump in there and do it now so that you're used to delivering that. You can see the results and it'll give you that boost of confidence to really launch fast and hard in 2026. I say this and I'll say it over and over again. Consumers need you. They absolutely 100% need you. There are many, many consumers that we don't have enough credit professionals out there to help them, right? And they need help. They need direction, but they need to see a clear roadmap and plan. They need to see everything, right? This visible experience for themselves. And instead of just all the behind the scenes work that I know that you're doing, right? But again, that behind the scenes work isn't building on the trust. The client isn't feeling supported. They don't understand the process. They're going to complain because let's say your behind the scenes stuff didn't get something off the credit report, right? They're going to complain. Or, best yet, you get everything negative off of the credit report, but their credit score doesn't improve because they didn't do the work that they needed to do. So they're complaining to you, hey, I paid you this money for my score improve, and say, hey, I did all my stuff. You didn't do your stuff, right? That's not going to be an acceptable excuse because they came to you to get to their goal. Okay. So remember, these are the deliverables that you could be giving, and they're powerful and they're easy. And of course, with LevelUp Score, it's done for you, which is even better, right? So don't forget the importance of these deliverables. All right, so we're going to go on. So where am I at? Deliverables give clients certainty, and certainty changes everything. Let's say that again so I can say it correctly. Deliverables give clients certainty, and certainty changes everything. So deliverables will lower your emotional labor on yourself. Deliverables make your work more professional. I can't tell you how many credit professionals call me up after they start using LevelUp Score, and they say the clients are like, "Whoa, this is so professional," right? Make deliverables make your business more predictable, right? So they know every 30 days they're going to get this deliverable to them, right? Which makes it more predictable. And deliverables create loyalty, right? Because they can see what's going on. It's visible. They understand their part. They become the hero in their own experience. And this is why top professionals in finance, credit, real estate, and lending always provide deliverables. They're so, so important. So let's go back. What are some things that we can do to make some deliverables? We have a written action plan, a next step checklist, monthly progress update, a roadmap to their goal. So whether that they want to buy a home, business funding, rebuilding, a savings plan, a credit snapshot, a written breakdown of their priorities, a timeline of what they'll tackle, right? And what does this do for us? Clients trust you. Clients feel supported. Clients understand the process, Complaints go down, refunds go up, retention goes up, referrals go up, right? So we're giving something of immense value with little to no work on our end to be able to do that. And I know some of you guys have some deliverables. You're not just consistently giving them out, or you're making the process, you're doing your own manual action plans, right? I know you are because I did too. I understand that. And I know the power of a written action plan. That's why I did them. That's why I stayed up all night. Wake up 3:45 in the morning, get my coffee, say my prayer, and then I go right into work and get done at 9:30, 10 o'clock, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. It was never ending. I didn't get vacations. I didn't get holidays. I didn't get weekends because I literally had to sit and do these things. But you don't have to do that anymore, right? So you can deliver these same things without any additional work on yourselves and get all of these benefits. But again, what is not a deliverable? That phone call, guys, it's not. They don't see that as that verbal explanation. Here's what your score did and why it did it. They need to see it. It's more powerful when they see it on the screen or on paper. We're working on it. I know you guys say that. I've heard you guys say that. Dispute letters, right? That's invisible work. A text message update, telling them just trust the process. They can't because they can't see the process. They can't trust the process because they don't understand the process, right? And again, that's why deliverables are so important. So just to recap, 3 deliverables every credit pro should be using in 2026: a clear action plan. Absolutely make sure you have that. Monthly progress updates every 30 days. I've had some credit professionals say I give it to them every 45 days. Why? Why, when they know that their credit report updates every 30 days, would you give it every 45 days? I know as a consumer, I wouldn't want that, because matter of fact, I wish that thing would update every day. To be fair, you know just as well as I know that when someone comes to you for help, they actually are hoping you can do it within minutes, right? They don't want this process. So we have to be updating them on a regular basis in a consistent and smaller timeframes, right? And so the 30 days when the credit report renews should be your progress update. And of course, that roadmap, like, okay, what is your goal? And here's the plan and the journey that you need to go to get to this goal, right? So these are the top 3 deliverables every pro should be using in 2026. You can get all of that from LevelUp Score. It is the easiest deliverability system in the industry. LevelUp Score automatically creates the written action plans, your monthly updates, goal-based roadmaps for home buying, rebuilding, funding, right? Progress breakdowns, prioritize steps, so they'll know exactly what they should do first. And you kind of see this on the screen. Client-facing deliverables, and all in this clean, professional format, right? So that you are shining through not just, your clients, but your referral sources when they see this. And I challenge you, if you're in LevelUp Score right now, make one of these action plans with the name John Doe on it and go show it to loan officers and real estate agents. They're going to be wowed. And loan officers and real estate agents, if you want to use it yourself for your clients, jump into LevelUp Score. Some of you are already doing that. And I know you'll be wowed, because you're going to be able to close more loans. The client's going to feel served. The client's going to feel like, wow, this person really went above and beyond what their job duties are as a loan officer or a real estate agent to provide me this detailed plan so that I can reach my goal. And now you're going to have a client forever who's going to refer everybody they know to you, right? But this is the easiest way that you can deliver these deliverables to your client. So a couple things. All right, success bosses, if you want this and you want an easy way, a powerful way to create these deliverables without doing more work, you can scan this QR code here. It'll take you to levelupscore.com. There's a button that says sign up. That's where you'll sign up for your free demo account. Once you sign up, it will offer you a couple different times to get on a demo call with me, where I'll go over LevelUp Score, make sure you have all the information about how you can use it in your organization. And then we'll open it up and you can run your first client through for free to see how it works for a client. So feel free to do that. You can also, and we're going to put it in the description of this video, as well as in the comment section of this video, we will put the links to the live demo so you can register that way as well. Okay. So here's what I'm encouraging you to get on my LevelUp Score live demo. I will have one tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern time. LevelUp Score will automatically create those written plans, like I said, monthly updates, goal-based roadmaps, progress breakdowns, prioritized steps, client-facing deliverables, all in a clean, professional format. So instead of spending hours trying to write reports or explain 10 things on the phone, goodness gracious, I remember doing that, LevelUp Score does the heavy lifting for you. If you want to instantly reduce your complaints, increase retention, and look like a premium level professional, get on my demo tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern time. And let me show you how easy this can be for you. So again, like I said, the links will be in the description as well as in the comments. You can also scan this QR code or go to levelupscore.com, click sign up for your free demo account, and let's go. I appreciate you guys. Happy Tuesday. I will see you next Tuesday for another top tip. I'm really excited to bring these tips to you. But if you have a tip that you would like to know about, maybe there's something that you're curious about for your industry or what you're doing, feel free to comment below this. Feel free to DM me and let me know what topic might be of benefit to you, because I definitely want to make sure that I'm providing the best benefit that I possibly can to each and every one of you. But I appreciate you again. Have a blessed day, and I will talk to you soon.